Big up, everyone. Big up. Welcome into the final weekend roundup of the Premier League season. We are live across 3 channels. Before I get into that, big up to the panel. Big up to King, Prophet, and Rasta. How are you guys?
Man, I'm good. The season's over. Arsenal won it. No one could banter you guys no more. And congratulations. Pep is gone. The league title is now officially open. It's up for grabs for anybody now. So let's see who retains it. And let's see if Arsenal retains it. And let's just see if there's a new victor next season. We will find out next season. But other than that, big up King, big up Vig, big up Prophet. I'm good, lads. I'm good.
I'm just meeting this fun. Yeah, how are you guys, King and Prophet?
Big up, bro. Doing well. Hope you guys are as well.
Yeah, all good over here.
Big up Indian Scouser, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, just to let you know, we are actually live for the first time on the Fellowship of the Realest channel, guys. So make sure you do go over and smash the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Indian Scouser, Prophet's going to send you the link if you want to jump on, bro.
He can't make it, bro. He messaged me about 5 minutes ago. He's at his missus' house, so he's had to cancel last minute.
Alright, I'm not sure where do you guys want to start? Do you want to start with the relegation?
Could start with Rasta's not got long. We could start with United.
Yeah, just start with United actually. Rasta.
Yo, lads. All I gotta say is last season was an embarrassment. This season is an improvement from every player. Although I slagged them off, but you guys know. Listen, if you don't perform well, I'm still slagging you off, even if we win, because I must uphold the standards. Get me? And for me personally, lads, from 15th to 3rd, it's an improvement. Next season, I want us to go win a domestic trophy and retake it from there. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking you go win me the league or nothing, but win me a domestic trophy, go far as we can in the Champions League, hopefully, and retain me Champions League football again next season. But our final game of the match game today, we collected 3 points, and the score was 3-0. I'm happy for that. Bruno also broke the assist record. I give him his credit for that. I'm not getting too gassed or too giddy about it like some other United fans. But listen, I give credit where credit is due. But for the most part, guys, next season is what I'm focusing on. Get me 3 midfielders, a left back, and another striker, because we are going to need squad depth. And to be fair, I give Carrick his credit. He fully deserved it. He turned my team from being a nightmare to improvement, man. And I got to give credit where credit is due. He got the ball running. Let's see what he does with multiple games. And the fact that Patrick Dogo scored a brilliant goal today, and Brian Mbeumo, I've been calling you out, and you delivered today. You actually scored. You scored a goal. You scored the opener. So I give credit where credit is due, man. Big up AJ. Big up AJ.
Let me have a look at AJ 1 minute.
Yeah, if we're able to fix that, I didn't know that was like that.
Yeah, sometimes it automatically.
Appreciate AJ. Big up to Kwaja. I'll be honest, I didn't actually see any of the United game. I've seen what happened in the West Ham game. Obviously, I did watch a bit of Spurs. But fair play to Bruno, but I do agree this assist record. What's it actually for? What does it achieve? It's just kind of like, fair play to him, but it's kind of a pointless thing. It went nowhere. All it got them was third.
Yep, but listen, people already celebrating it like it's winning a trophy. I'm like, nah, it's an individual award. I personally don't care about that. If he had done that and won a trophy or won the league, yeah, I'll be super excited about it. But the fact that he didn't, man, them you man them know me. I don't care about individual awards. I really don't. It's the domestic trophies, one, and the Champions League. That's all I really care about. All this other happy clapper individual bullshit, I don't care about. To be fair,
We are trying to quickly fix that, guys.
I sorted it. I sorted it.
Oh,
Big up, King.
big up, King, big up.
Big
But
up.
that being said, but that being said, lads, that's enough about United. Anybody else want to go, they could go. I said my piece.
We'll stay on it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, so what would you actually be hoping for next season? Because obviously you got Champions League football. What?
Let me tell you what I'm hoping for. Next season, let's go as far as we possibly can in the group stage. Let's go as far as we can. I don't want no early exit, right? Get me a domestic trophy, possible, or get me to a final of a domestic trophy. And just three midfielders, a left back, and another striker, and retain me Champions League football. You get me? It might be difficult next season, but hey, listen, where there's a will, there's a way. That's just my expectation. Just win me something domestic, retain Champions League, right? Let's go as far as we can in the Champions League group stage. Big up Dantrum. Yeah, and yeah, man, that's it for me, bro. Like I said, I'm being humble. I'm not getting all hyped up and gassed up just because my club captain broke an assist record for an individual award or whatever.
We will get to that game near sea, obviously. Any of you guys, your thoughts on the United situation?
I think all of us will focus on our own game, but I did see the scoreline. Was it? Do we know if I'm correct? Do we know?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest.
RASTA, was
Yeah, it was 3-0. It was 3-0. It was 3-0. 3-0.
I think that's the highest scoring game of the day, alongside the West Ham one. So, big up Natasha. Hope you're doing
Well, good, Natasha.
So, yeah, look, I agree with what Rasta said. It's a big improvement for United going from 15th to 3rd. But I will also say they've played one game a week. They have benefited from that. And I think they also have benefited from everyone else below them being poor. So it's good they finished 3rd. It's improvement. But I think the real test for United will be next season. Back in the Champions League, 2 games a week. We'll see how Michael Carrick copes with it. I agree, Natasha. Yeah, I think so as well.
I do as well. King?
Well, with United, I didn't watch that game. Bruno got the assist record. What they do, we don't care. What else? What can I say about United? I hope they get relegated next season, and I hope they finish mid-table. And they shouldn't listen. Carrick did a great job in the second half of the season to steer the ship, got them top 4.
I hope Chelsea get relegated. What the heck you talking about?
But yeah, what was I saying? Carrick did a great job to steer the ship. Obviously they offered him a new contract. Do I think he's going to be successful there? Probably not, but we'll see. He's got 6 months, and I reckon he's gone by January, and they'll be mid-table, and they'll be like Carrick it out, and then people will like Carrick it in, and they'll be like, oh, he's our legend. Oh no, it'll be like the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer situation. So
You mean this, Natasha?
Brilliant. Peak cinema, man, that will be if it happens.
But yeah, no, I just think, for me, United are just sideways. They make sideways moves sometimes. And it'll be interesting to see who they sign in the summer. They're looking at Edison from Atalanta, a few other players. So they need to improve their midfield. And yeah, that's it, man. And bring back Rashi. You know what I'm saying? He's a Spanish champion. World Cup bound as well. So bring back Rashi, and I think they'll be good next season.
Rasta, there is a question here for you from Suge.
All right, let me see it. Rasta, do you think Carrick is able to do 2 games a week, whether it's CL or otherwise? Yeah, he's gonna have to. No excuses. You're gonna have to. He's gonna have to. So it's either you go out there, guns blazing, do what you have to do as a manager, and if you can't, then bruv, like everybody else, you have to go. Because I'm not settling for less. I had PTSD last season. I refuse to go through this next season. And our resident troll wanna come talking about we're gonna finish mid-table. You better hope and pray your 1 game a week don't let you finish mid-table. Wanna come talk about we gonna finish mid-table. Look, the nerve of this guy. But anyway, back to the question about Suge, man. We're just gonna have to be ready, regardless. We're just gonna have to be ready. Like I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. None whatsoever. Absolutely none. I reached a point where I don't care. Don't mangle and embarrass us. Don't mangle it and embarrass us.
We will get into that shortly on the Liverpool thing.
Yeah, just pin that button. We'll get back to
it. Brass, just going into the summer, like, if you could, what players would you be looking to sign? Like, obviously,
I mean, if I could get Anderson, get me a Tonali, because I don't want Edison from Atalanta, but I don't want no more players from Atalanta. I'm sorry. The Arsenal Hoyland situation, nope, I'm good.
What about Wharton?
I mean, Wharton is not bad too, but what I saw from Nottingham Forest against Anderson, I prefer Anderson more.
Fair enough. Like Rasta, did you know? You guys haven't signed a midfielder since like 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. And that's another thing that pisses me off about these morons that run the club. And the next thing, Ratcliffe. Don't get me 3 midfielders this season. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. Yeah, allegedly.
Is that actually what's happening? That would be good. I'd like to know the Arsenal. I don't know. We'll have to see because all these rumours are going to start now. The World Cup's about to get here.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't believing nothing until I see the contract signed. Not even if Fabrizio breaks it, because there's a lot of shit Fabrizio gets wrong. Yeah, but I ain't believing nothing until I see the contract signed. Other than that, no. Until I see the contract and the shirts are held up for whichever club they go to, I ain't believing that.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Like for real though, bro. Fabrizio Romano be annoying me sometimes, lads. Like there's so much shit. He just rinse and repeat the same news, bro. Like, bro, we don't need to know the same news consistently over and over and over again. Like, give it a rest, bro. But
so,
he gets paid on Twitter and all of that shit.
Out of 10, what would you rank your season?
Out of 10, to be fair, I say I give my season a 7.5, finishing third. I feel like when it was with under Amarin, I felt like I'm like, nah, we're gonna finish probably mid-table under Amarin. You get me? But I rank it at 7.5. Is there things we need to work on? Absolutely. But I'm not going any higher than that at 7.5. To be fair, finishing third, yeah, we got Champions League football. Did we win anything? No, because we got knocked out of tournaments far too early. But I just give it a 7.5 and that's it.
You're generous. That's too high, to be honest.
What's AI like, Tom Kid?
Yeah, what's AI, bro?
Midgets AI. No. No, but Rasta, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's a bit high because considering you got knocked out by, you have to remember what happened at the start of the season. Grimsby, Brighton, 40 games a season. That's at minimum it should be a 3 or 4 because you're big Man United. You know what I'm saying? Man United should be going after titles. You know what I'm saying? Winning trophies.
Yeah. But man, ask you a question. What did Chelsea win? What did Chelsea win?
Yeah, but
Nothing.
you're big Man United. You're
No. But you're big Chelsea. Supposedly, you're the biggest club. You're the biggest club in London, right? Supposedly, you're the biggest club in London, right? What did you win? You didn't win nothing like me. You just like me. You didn't win nothing. So don't even try to rage bait me now, yeah? Yo, Vidge, Prophet. You see King? You see King? He's a master at trolling, bro.
We all went trophy lists except for Vidge, man.
Yeah,
Of course. So don't even try it, King. Don't even try it.
It ain't a 7.5. It's a 3 or 4, man. Trash ass season. Big
Trash
United.
that season, bro. King, you're just salty. You're just mad. It's okay, bro. It's okay. I'm mad too.
Why would I be salty at third place? That's the second place loser. I ain't
Bro,
trying to be loser.
No, you're right.
Bro, did you hear what I just said? I said, listen, I'm not getting all excited or giddy for finish third place. That's the first thing I said when I started.
You gave it a 7.5. That means you.
I gave it a 7.5 because of how we finished. Under scammering. Under scammering, you man know what I said under scammering. So don't act like I didn't say we could be finishing mid table.
7.5.
Oh my God, this more, yo.
King's on one today.
King is on one today, for real. But on a serious note, I feel like if we had Amarim, we wouldn't make no Champions League or any type of European football. To be fair, on a serious note, and you man heard me say it before. I wanted this man sacked. So I'm just based on how we finish. I've seen in certain games, I've seen the old United. Is it something I'm gonna get excited for next season? No, because I said next season we could get banged next season. We could get slapped next season. Let's just say if we go up against a PSG, a Bayern, well, we're getting slapped. So I'm not gonna be like some of these fans is gonna get carried away and say, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No, I'm being 100% realistic because, bro, we haven't been in the Champions League in like 3 seasons. So I'm not getting carried away with it like some of these other fans in my fan base. But, bro, I'm just glad that we didn't finish where we finished last season. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it is a massive improvement for you guys, and I sort of get it, but I do agree 7.5 is a bit high. But under Amarim and the difference from him to Carrick, I get it.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm putting it that way, because under Amarim, bro, we probably would have finished mid-table, bro, or below mid-table, bro. You get what I'm saying? Because this guy just don't understand. Yeah, possibly even worse. Listen, this guy Amarim doesn't understand my club, bro. You get me? Carrick does, but do I feel like it's gonna be a better roses for him? No, it's gonna be difficult. But at the end of the day, I just have to just sit with the fact that, hey, listen, he's the manager now, and we're just gonna see what the board is gonna do, because everything now is on the board. On the board, they better bring in signings. That's all I'm saying. Because, bro, I will book a flight to Manchester, bro. I'm not playing that. When I say I will book a flight to Manchester and I will turn shit the fuck up. Allegedly.
Yeah, see, I think Carrick's going to struggle in the champs, but what would have been interesting is if you'd brought him in earlier in the season when you've actually done something in one of the cups.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
we no, you good. No, you're good, man. But listen, as far as I know, as of right now, man, I'm not getting carried away, getting gassed up, or getting giddy about nothing, lads. I'm just seeing what's going to happen next season. It's either we retain, we drop out of Champions League, either he gets sacked, whatever, or he try to get us to a domestic final. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to see what the board is going to do and what him as a manager is going to do. And that's pretty much it. I'm not getting all carried away about this Bruno nonsense and blah, 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 bruv, because respectfully, that him doing that didn't win nothing for me. And I don't give a fuck about individual awards because for me, individual awards don't win my club trophies.
No, they don't actually get given something like the Golden Boot or the Golden Glove, for example.
What did he win exactly? To be fair, did he break some assist record or something? So what?
Yeah, some trophy for some assist record. Me, bro, I don't care about none of
They
that.
gave him a trophy for that.
I don't know, but it's the Henry's assist record. But the thing is people don't look at the goals Henry scored that season.
Yeah.
He scored over 20 in the league. So I'm sorry, Bruno Fernandes hasn't matched anywhere near it. And the assists aren't judged the same as they were back then. Now, because I guarantee I've said it before. If you go and judge Beckham under that same thing, Bruno's measured by, he clears Bruno by miles. Gerrard does, Lampard does, Bergkamp does. Henry would have a higher record. So I'm not trying to rain on the parade, but
no, Vig, I agree, man. That's why I say my standards for my club and other United fans is completely different because, bro, I could give two fucks about the individual award. If the individual award is not helping my club win a title, a domestic trophy, or Champions League, I don't give a fuck because one, this generation of the Prem is fucking shit. We all grew up in the best generation of Premier League, and trust me, I've seen better assists, better goal scores. So if some of these new generation and some of the old massive want to celebrate this shit like it's a fucking trophy, that's them. I ain't celebrating that shit. I don't even fucking care. I didn't even care. Only thing I cared about was, yo, listen, don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass us.
yeah, fair enough.
Respectfully, bro, like, and you guys know me for time, bro. You guys know I say it as it is, bro. And if any other United fan don't like what I'm saying, then I don't fucking care, bro. Individual awards don't mean shit if you're not helping us win any type of silverware. So if any United fans out there want to clip me up, troll me, banter me for saying it, I don't care. End of fucking day, individual awards, I don't give a fuck about because my club didn't win nothing. We finished trophyless, yeah? So all the United fans out there want to get gassed up about a friggin' individual award. Give me a break. And this is a problem. And this is a problem with this club, yeah? Thinking individual awards mean something. It doesn't mean shit, bruv. Yo, listen, I bet you Harry Kane is smiling right now in the Bundesliga. Man won two Bundesliga titles, a German Super Cup, and a friggin' domestic trophy. Smiley, you think if he had left Spurs all them season, he would have replaced all them individual trophies for more titles. So get the heck out of here with that shit, man. Wanna come over the internet gassing up, celebrating a fucking individual trophy from a captain that didn't want to perform well last season. You think I forgot about what Bruno didn't do last season? Huh? Crying and moaning. Yo, listen. One thing with me, and I'll say it. I will slag these players off if we win games and the performance wasn't good, and I will slag them off if I feel like they're not up for it, yeah? Because the end of day, it's my club, and I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about the club. And me personally, I don't think Bruno's captain material, and I'll stand by that. Because you know why? He's too emotional. and emotional captains don't work out.
I am surprised he was captain and not Casemiro. That made no sense personally to me. Rasta, I'm not trying to be rude over this. We got ladies in the building. We'll just keep it.
I just wanna.
No. I'm sorry about that, lad. I'm sorry about that. Me, but when it comes to my club and some of the delusionalism in my fan base, I have to call it out, bro. It's nothing. But bro, listen, Liverpool won two titles. Chelsea won more titles than us. Arsenal won more titles than us. And these morons want to celebrate an assist record like it's a title, bro. What are you a man on, bro? Like seriously, and I apologize for the swearing. I really do. I'm just mad that some of the delusional fans in my fan base, they don't know what standards is, yeah? And I apologize for that. I apologize for that, please.
It's understandable, man. It's understandable. What do
Hey,
you make
big up,
of
Michael.
this question? Big up, Michael.
No, I get it, Rasta, because I had to see with my fan base last season when David Bear won the Golden Glove, and it's like we won nothing. Why are we going on about that? Now this season, I can really go fair play to him because he got the Golden Glove again, and we won the league.
Yeah. To me, bro, I don't really care about Rashford, bro. That man, he's a disgrace too. You want to come turn it up for Barcelona, but when it comes to your club, your boyhood club, you wanna act like we don't exist and important. You want to do all this other charity stuff outside of football. And fair play to him though for doing all this charity work outside of football. But yeah, let's be real here. Me, if he comes back, if he stays, if he goes out on loan again, I don't care. The only thing Rashford could say. You could say, well, listen, he won like what 2 to 3 domestic trophies on the Europa League. Yeah, bro, go enjoy your time, you Messi fanboy in Barcelona, bro. Because, bro, you wasn't saying Messi was the best player before. It was Ronaldo. Just because you went to Barcelona, they told you had to say Messi is the best player ever. So go enjoy your Barcelona, and I hope Jose slap and crucify that club. Bro. Me, I could care less about Trashford, bro.
Fair enough. So I've got something. So obviously I've got a few clips of over the season when we have done these shows. I've got a couple of clips, so I'm just going to run them randomly in between segments. So I thought, you know what, I've got a Rasta one here that made us all laugh.
And yeah, when at half-time 2-0 up, deservingly so, I'd say. Second half was kind of a bit dead, I can't lie. We did take our foot off the gas, I think. Fulham came out a bit more. But to be fair, they were getting in some good positions as well, but they didn't have no one up top to really cause us problems, I felt. And we were able to see the 2-0 win out and get the clean sheet too. So I felt it was a performance that was okay. I felt it was a result we definitely needed for sure. And it's better to go into that Paris Saint-Germain game on Tuesday.
Back away, case settings, but bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You see, when I sat down and I leaned back, I felt a sharp pain in my back. I'm like, oh my god! I didn't want to scream out. That's why I made that sound. And yes, to the audience that's watching, I apologize for swearing, but like as a man, them know, man, like. When fans in my fan base talking nonsense, I have to call it out, and I apologize. I apologize for that.
So I've got a couple more lined up. I'll hit you guys throughout the stream. No, we'll get into your game, King. Obviously, because I don't think it was a good result.
I don't. King didn't watch his game, man. He said, "Remember, I'm not watching Chelsea. I'm watching the relegation battle, man."
Oh yeah. When it comes to the Chelsea game, we don't care. I played that. Anyone ask me about Chelsea? We don't care. Hey, Spurs was my last game, so good win against Spurs.
Yeah, if he comes back, man, Hey, listen, I want him to go on loan again. Yeah, please. Like to me, I I don't rate that guy, bro. I don't rate that guy. You don't, when in moments when we needed you to show up, you know what I mean. He didn't show up. You know what his problem is? Woman. Yeah, when his girl left him. Oh, my self esteem and this and that, bruv. You're a multi-millionaire, bruv. You're crying over, bruv. Relax, bruv. Relax. I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't actually know what the result was in your game, King.
They lost, I think.
Yeah, we
I
lost to
think so.
Sunderland. Congratulations to Sunderland to make Europa League. Good for them getting promoted when it getting Europa League. In terms of the game, I didn't watch it. In terms of the result, didn't care. In terms of next season, Xabi Alonso season, then it's an important summer. I'm happy. I'm happy that some of our players aren't going to the World Cup. I'm happy that Tuchel didn't bring Cole Palmer. I'm happy Brazil are idiots and didn't bring João Pedro. Esteval needs his rest as well. So, as I said, I'll say it again. I hope every Chelsea player is knocked out by the group stage. I need my players back. We played too many games. The Club World Cup screwed us in terms of fitness, injuries, etc. We have a proper manager now, and he needs his players as soon as possible to implement his system and make the right transfers. If we make the right transfers, next season is going to be a great season for us. One game a week. We can focus on the domestics. No bother with Europe. So really, it's going to be a good year next year. I believe in Xabi Alonso. I think he's one of the best managers in the league, not if the best. So for me, next year with the right summer, we'll be up there, back again where we belong, and we should be aiming for the league title, aiming for the cups, and we should leave the season with something. For me, he needs to win the Prem, but I will also take a second or third with a FA Cup and League Cup as well. So you better win a trophy, or you leave my club, and not just you, the sporting directors as well. Last chance saloon for Blueco. We finished 10th this season. This season's been a disaster in every sense of the word. You got rid of Maresca. You brought in a light-skinned brother with a fade. Then you brought in Ronald McDonald, at a farm. So for me, Xabi Alonso, good appointment. You gave him more power. Bring in the players he needs to make the system and make us unbeatable, unstoppable, and aim to win the league next year. Because quite frankly, this is not a very tough league, and all the managers for me aren't really that good. Arsenal are keeping Arteta. Liverpool are keeping Slotty too hotty. United are keeping Carricky. City's Enzo Maresca. Spurs have De Zerbi. So for me, the reality is we have one of the best managers. The only manager for me who is undoubtedly better than him is Unai Emery, but he's a bottle job when it comes to winning big trophies. Europa Leagues are fine for him, but when it comes to anything above that, he can't do it. So, yeah, man, next year's going to be a great year. This year, forget about it. It never happened. I'm going to erase it from my memory bank. And Luco, you must build a team and bring the players in for Xabi Alonso to be successful. Because if he isn't successful, I want it to be because of him, not because of players, not because of signings, and get rid of all the bums. You know who the bums are. I don't need to name them. Yeah. There's a plethora of lists. Start selling them, and whoever's buying, sell them for a decent price. Because people love to buy from the Chelsea Talk Shop. Don't worry. You need a left winger. We got Pedro Neto. You need another winger in Europe. We got Garni. You need a striker. We got Liam Delap. Newcastle, Leeds. If you need a striker, we got Liam Delap. If you need centre backs, we got a plethora of centre backs, any type. We got strong ones, we got fast ones, we got light skin ones, we got dark skin ones. We got all types of centre backs for you available. So
My God.
and rebuild my team. And
lads.
and other things. If Enzo Fernandez wants to leave, I am more than happy and welcome for him to leave. Real Madrid, let's make a deal. Camavinga or Tchouaméni on return, and you can have him. So yeah, next season's going to be bright, man. Xabi Alonso, hey, listen, it can all go up from here, man.
Hey, lads, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Is he king? Is anytime when he's cooking his club, cooking his players, bro, he does it with a straight face, bro. I swear down, bro. I swear down. I'm trying my best not to laugh. Yo, you know the most memorable moment for me, guys? He said, yo, Jehovah's son, get out of here. Toss him, toss him into Europe.
What was the one the other day, Wahali? Like, well, I can't remember what you said, King. You just come out with that Wahali at the end of it, and it was just
Yes, bro. I swear, bro. Yo, see you, King. This is why I say you're the banter and troll king, right? It's just too funny, man. Yo, well, lads, I gotta go. But I'll be doing my work. I'll be doing my work on the other end. But yo, King, big up yourself, man.
Big up.
Big up yourself. Prophet, big up, and big up to the audience that's watching us, man. Big up, guys. I gotta go finish this thing. Yeah, later.
Big up, brother. Take
Big
it.
up.
Big up.
Do you make sure you are sub to RASTA, everyone? His link is in the title and in the description. Listeners, King, whereabouts? Sorry, your squad. Whereabouts do you want actual reinforcements coming in?
Oh, goalkeeper's a must. Centre back. Midfield if we sell. So let's say we get rid of Enzo Fernandez, replace him. If we get rid of Lavia, replace him. We have Barco coming in. We have Quenda coming in. We have Omega coming in. So I already have a replacement for Liam Delap, so he can go. I have Quenda, so I got my 2 young wingers. I need 2 experienced wingers. So for me, Garnetti, Pedro Neto can go. Get me. Less so Pedro Neto. I don't mind Pedro Neto staying as a winger option if Alonso wants to keep him, but I'd sell him personally. Gittins he has to go as well. So for me, I need a couple wingers in and maybe a starting striker. That is a bit different from João Pedro and Omega, and then centre backs and goalkeeper. Penders to come in and a starting goalkeeper and a couple centre backs as well. So yeah, a lot of things need to be changed. Fullbacks are fine. Midfield, for the most part, is fine. But yeah, attack and defense is where we need to make the biggest improvements, personally.
Are you talking about me or King, Natasha? So, I'm not high.
I'm not high right now, but I will be high next season.
None of us
Xabi
are
Alonso
free,
season.
I can't speak for earlier, but yeah. Come Suge.
I don't care about being in Europe next year because I know for a fact that most English teams that are in the Champions League aren't going to win it. So it is where it is. If I was in the Europa League or Conference League, I probably would have won that one because that's what we do. But who cares?
Guys, let's keep it respectful.
Calm down in the chat. Calm down in the chat. Night time in Lewis, please.
Yeah, let's keep
Show
it
respect as a lady in the chat.
But yeah. Next season's the summer's really important for us, to be honest with you. There's a lot of changes that need to be made, but I believe in Xabi Alonso. I think he's a quality manager, and I think that was the first step in the right direction that we made. We gave him more autonomy in terms of transfers. So I think he'll do the right thing and bring in the right players that we need. And they're talking about bringing in experience. So I have to see it to believe it. But if it does happen, anything can happen next year for me. Because as I said, I don't think it's a good league. I think most of the managers are average in terms of these teams. So
Well, so you're going to be a bit held back by PSR, really, aren't you?
no, we can sell. Plus our academies won every tournament that in the academy level. So there's a bunch of academy talent that we can sell as well. As I said, we make water to wine, and people like to buy from us. So if there's players that we can sell them for whatever price we want. To be honest with you, we sell really good. So PSR is not going to be an issue. I think we're going to make at least 200 million minimum off of just player sales alone.
I haven't actually, Lewis. I don't know what the news is. Is it? I think it's might be what Natasha's put here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the.
See, I've been hearing this, but I just don't see it. Like, why would we go and sign him when we've got Gyökeres? Like, I don't
Maybe it's
see.
cover.
Maybe, but then that means that Havertz has to be leaving,
Mm.
and I've not heard anything about that. The last I heard is he may get a contract extension, which I was like, no, please don't. I don't want him at my club anymore. He needs to go.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't see it personally because. And will he do all the tracking back Arteta would want? Because unless he's prepared to let the handbrake off and stop being all defensive and let the players attack, I don't see it happening. Do you want to get into your game, Prophet? Because obviously you had a bit of an emotional one today, seeing off some legends.
Yeah, man.
I don't actually know what the result was from your game, so.
It's 1-1. It finished. It was a 1-1 draw.
Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't. To be fair, the performance wasn't actually. I don't think the performance was bad. I think she's talking about.
oh.
I have no idea. To be fair, I'm completely lost.
I don't know, it's either King or Rasta.
Yeah, I have no idea. Apologies. Back to what I was saying. The performance wasn't actually bad. I just don't think we were clinical in the first half or the second half. We had a couple of chances. If we were clinical, we maybe win that game 2-3-1, even 4-1. But I think Salah was unlucky not to score. I think Robertson was unlucky not to get a goal and an assist. But they did have good performances overall. The lineup was good. I'm happy that he started both of them. A bit disappointed he didn't give them the 490, but it is what it is, man. Ultimately, it's been a very poor season for us. Very disappointing. Saying goodbye to legends, of course. I'll always be grateful for what those two have done. It will be there will be a miss next season for sure. So I'm glad they got a send off, even though we didn't win. I'm glad they got a nice send off with the fans. And as for the what's going to come next, I mean, I think look, the manager's going to stay. Whether we like it or not, the manager's going to stay. So all you can do now is really back him. You know, go get him a right winger. Go get him 2 right wingers. Actually, go get him a left winger. Go get him a DM. Go get him a couple centre backs. Fill the squad so he has no excuses going to next season. I'm hoping if he can get a couple of players in, he can turn it around. It's unlikely as fuck though, but I'm hoping. Apologies, don't mean to swear. It's unlikely, but I'm hoping he can turn it around if he does. If he does stay, which I think he will. It wasn't. I'm just glad the season's over. That's all I can say, man. I think again, if we're more clinical, we win the game. But I think second half we tired a bit. Brentford gave it a bit of a go, and ultimately, I think a draw probably was a fair result. Can't lie. Probably was a fair result overall. Yeah, AJ, it was Brentford's first goal since 1937 at Anfield. They haven't scored.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Crazy,
what,
man. That is
89 years.
crazy, man. It's mental. Absolutely crazy, man. But season's done. We finished 5th. Didn't get a trophy. It's disappointing, man. Spent all that money and got nothing to show for it.
You see, I don't. What was the atmosphere actually like in Anfield?
Yeah, it was because he started Robertson and Salah. It was okay. There wasn't really no toxic vibes. Even at the end, it was nice. Like Natasha said there, both of them got a wonderful send off. And one thing I will say, one thing that kind of bugged me, like, if that was Klopp after a season like that, he 100% would have grabbed the mic and addressed the whole stadium and apologised for the season.
Well, you should be, really.
Yeah, it didn't sit well with me that Slot just sat on the bench at the end and he didn't take the mic and address the fans or apologise or something for a season. It hasn't sat well with me, that I can't lie. I have to say that.
I have to say, I think he's going to be sacked. To me, that's another sign that he's on his way out because he's not even addressing the fans.
I think this week's key then, if that's the case. If he's going to get sacked, it'll be sometime this week. If he doesn't get sacked this week, I think we've got him for another year.
I think he should just walk, personally.
He should, bro, but I don't know if he's got the decency. I don't know if if he's going to have the decency to do that. That's the thing. Now, Romano said there's still going to be a review. I'm very interested to see what happens in this end of season review, whatever the result is, whenever that drops. So the next couple of days are going to be interesting, I won't say for sure, but I'm glad the season's ended and we definitely need reinvestments in the summer. I know, Natasha, it will be like Brendan Rodgers' situation, but I don't know. But I feel like FSG are doing the cheap thing here. They'd rather just take him into the last year of his contract rather than pay him out now.
Is he on his? Is his contract end last summer?
He'll be gone this time next year. He won't be here. I just think they're trying to get him to the last year.
I think they're sacking him, mate. I really do.
Wait, how many years does he have left?
1. He signed for 3. He's done. This is his last one now. He's going to.
Yeah, I think he's gone. He's not on a massive wage, is he?
Nah, and he's not. There's no talks on him getting a new contract either. Which is, if you back him, you give him a new contract.
And if you think about it, right, you spend a lot to build up your squad last summer. I think he's gone.
I hope so, man. I really hope so.
If you look at it this way, right, sacking him won't take much out your transfer budget.
No, he won't.
And obviously, you bought a lot of players last summer.
Yeah. I hope you're right, man. I really do, because I don't see him turning it around. You can get him as much players. This is a coaching issue. It's evident it's a coaching issue.
The thing is, the board can't ignore it. What you sent in the group the other day, that banner actually outside the ground.
I'm amazed that they have. I'm amazed that they have ignored it.
Where was that? Was it outside the training ground?
The AXA ground, yeah. I don't know if you've seen I don't know if you guys follow the Liverpool account, social media channel. I had a look on there the other day, but Salah and Robertson were getting a send-off and the whole group were there. Slot was giving a speech, and there just seems like there's tension there, not just between Salah and Slot, but between all of them and the manager. It's clearly obvious that they don't want to play for him. So keeping him just makes 0 sense to me.
I think there is a divide in your dressing room, and he has lost them, but all as well. I think it's a mix of both.
I think after the Villa game, he lost all of them.
Sorry. He has to go. You can't keep him on.
No, we can't, bro. We can't. I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if you guys seen his post match interview, but he was asked if he could describe the season in 1 word, and he turned around and said injuries.
Excuses.
We haven't had a bad injury crisis. We really haven't.
No, I think you were like 2 or 3 that are out for a long time.
Bradley, Isak, and Ekatike. That's it.
So literally 3 players.
Yeah. So.
Say for example, that was Spurs, De Zerbi side. Now I'd be more understanding. Say have been hit big time with injuries this season.
Exactly.
Like, Slot's hiding behind excuses. Really, he has to go. And I said, your board can't ignore that banner.
You can't, man.
Did that make it into like Sky Sports or anything?
Did it make it onto Sky Sports? I'm pretty sure it did. It definitely made it onto X and social media.
Oh, because it's made it on there, then maybe they have covered it.
Yeah, man. So.
That's who he actually wants.
That's my after Alonso's gone. That's the guy I'd go. I actually think we will end up getting him as well. I can't lie. I can see Slot going into next season. I think Nagelsmann will leave after the World Cup, so I think he'll be available. I think Slot probably gets sacked at around November, December time when no improvement's made. And then I think maybe that's when Liverpool then go and get Nagelsmann in. Can't lie. I think that will happen. I really do. And I'd be happy with that. I ain't going to, turn my nose up at him. I actually like him. I think he's a decent coach. It'd be a good way to unfuck up what we did with Alonso by letting him just go Chelsea.
Yeah, that's a big mistake by your board, that is.
Oh, bro, he was the guy, man. He was the one that I think really could have united us, being an ex-player. He would have brought that togetherness back. And the fact that we just let him go to them, it's just... I don't have a problem with Chelsea, but he's our legend, man. And we'd let him go to the Blues. It's just really, really fucking annoying. Now we have to sit here next season and probably watch him do well. While we're probably going to... I don't even know, man. I really don't even know. Big up AFC always. Iriola, I like Iriola. I think he plays some decent football. And I think he's shown he can work well on a low budget. But step up from Bournemouth to Liverpool is huge, man. He could be another Thomas Frank. Or he could end up being another Graham Potter. So I think Iriola probably goes back to Spain. I can't lie. But it begs the question here. If they are going to sack him now, why did they just allow Alonso to go Chelsea? What was the thought process there? I really don't understand.
They probably wanted to keep him. But because the fans are so vocal,
That's why I think he might go because of the fan reaction. I fully think they were going to keep him up until that Chelsea game because
He
the
has to
reaction
go,
given
man.
him
But
potentially.
there's so many things from your fans, and you're bored. You can't ignore the fans.
I mean, I think Salah finished him. To be fair, with the social media post, he put that post up, and other than 3 players, the whole team liked it. They all agree with him.
Twice,
So
you know what I mean? That's twice this season alone. Salah has taken shots at him.
Yeah, I would have
Your
sold
mic's gone, Prophet.
It's me.
Two seconds, guys. Prophet's just frozen.
Oh, it's frozen.
Daft Prophet mode. Activate.
No, but in all honesty, like the first
Hey,
shot
can you hear
from
me now?
Salah, yeah, we can hear you.
Like you were keeping still the whole time.
yeah, I was just I think I froze for a minute.
Bro, I thought you froze.
No, yeah,
I
think
did.
you
Yeah, I had to reconnect my
froze.
thing. Disconnect and reconnect quickly.
Oh,
I think
right.
the first shot from Salah, honestly, he should have got rid of him then. honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
When a
I
manager
hear
gets disrespected like that, and then you see what happened towards the second half of the season, I just don't think the players have cared about the manager ever since that happened. Because how would you get respected if the star player, the main man of the club, isn't going to respect you? And then the second shot before he leaves as well, and then all the players like it. Like there's no respect for him in that club, whether it be the fan base, whether it be the players. So he has to go. There's no other way about it. There's no keeping him for a couple months or trying to save money. He's only got 1 year left on his contract. There's a lot of top managers available that are going to be available. Glasner, Iriola. After the World Cup, you may get a Deschamps or a Nagelsmann. Whatever type of manager you want is going to be available this summer. But after this summer, they may be all gone. So the longer you wait it out, the less options you have. And then when you have less options, it means that it'll be the worst options available. You've already let Xabi Alonso go to Chelsea, which is one mistake. So really, Iriola could be gone by. Like managers aren't going to wait for Liverpool. They're not going to do that.
No, you've
They're
got
gonna,
to make the first
as
move,
soon
man.
as they get an opportunity to get a job, a new job, better job, they're gonna go. So you wait any longer, Iriola's going to be in Spain. Glasner's going to be back in Germany. Nagelsmann might stay at Germany as Germany manager if he has a successful campaign. Maybe he thinks, oh, I want to stay for another tournament. So the longer you wait, the less options will be available.
I don't want to sack him in November because that will just be another season gone wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But
wanna do that.
potentially
Unless
knocked
it
out
was-
the League Cup by then as well.
Yeah, and we've seen how we've wasted 2 legends last season. We don't want to do that with Alisson and Van Dijk next year. We don't want to
Exactly.
be doing that again. Fuck that. So I'm just trying to wonder where it all went wrong, where Slot lost the players, and where it all fell apart. Because it's mad how I never thought I'd be sat here this time last year, after the window we had, saying the manager's lost the dressing room, he needs to go, and he'd have ran a couple legends out the door. He's running other legends out the door as well. It's crazy. It's genuinely mad, and all's not well at the club because someone mentioned this the other day on the show that I did with the lads, big up Tom Kovac and that. We haven't been able to keep a sporting director for more than 3 years, for a while now. Edwards came in first time, did a couple of years, left. We then brought in Smacker in Klopp's last year. He did a year left, and now Edwards has come back. He's done 3 years and he's going as well. So there's no longevity. Sporting director comes in 3 years.
That's not good. And they can't really set any foundations for their work to carry on.
All I can think of is people don't want to work with FSG. Well, that's what I can think of. They don't.
That's what I was about to say. That's what it sounds like.
People
But
don't
they
want
put
to
up
work.
with it for a little bit and then they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the buy to sell model doesn't work.
That's it. I
long
think they don't
term.
like it. They don't like it, so they should go. It's a big summer, man. This could make or break us, man. If we get it right, we can get back to the top. If we get it shit, yeah, man, we're in trouble.
Could be another season wasted, to be honest with you. If you
could
keep
be,
Slot.
yeah.
If you keep Slot, I don't think they get rid of him until maybe January, and by then it might be too late.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Because
To be honest,
you have to worry not about the teams just around you, but you have to worry about Tottenham now under De Zerbi. They're gonna be spending decent money. They've already got linked. They're already bringing in Robertson, Sensi. They've already those 2 deals seem to be going through at free. and De Zerbi's going to be a manager that players want to play for. You've got Chelsea who are going to come back up as well with Xabi Alonso. Then you've got the likes of the Triple Bs. Then you've got Sunderland. You got Newcastle possibly. They may need a new manager sooner rather than later if they get rid of Eddie Howe. Then you've got the other clubs, Arsenal, your Man United, your the positives, if you make the right decisions this summer, you can be a top 5, top 14 and go for big trophies again. The negatives, you could end up mid-table.
Yeah.
And look what happened to Chelsea. Make wrong decisions with your managers, you end up mid-table.
So, or United,
let me ask you guys then. Let's say, for example, Slot gets a good window. We have a good window. We bring in some good players. Bring in a Salah replacement. Bring in a left winger. Bring in a DM. Some centre backs. Do you think he can turn this around, or do you think writing's on the wall? Do you think writing's on the wall?
He had that summer. He had that summer already. I don't think he could do it.
This is what worries me as well, because the players from this season still haven't really gelled. You're going to bring in more.
Is that right?
There's someone that needs gelling, so...
Look at it in this way, right? That's like almost giving a kid that's got loads of toys they've not opened, brand new toys. I mean, what's the point? Look at it in that way. He has to go. There's no question about it. This ain't me taking shots, but Liverpool's defence of the title this season is one of the worst.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely, it's right up there. Right up there. Huge. I hear what you mean on that, man. I do hear what you mean on that, huge.
That is on spot, and his stubbornness and all of that.
It's the Dutch mentality, isn't it?
But the thing is, why not to even address the fans?
He just doesn't have that. He just doesn't have that effect that Klopp did in terms of the Dutch mentality is not to be very emotional and not to be like loud and excitable. That's what the Klopp lives off the team or the manager getting. The reason why Klopp had such a good effect is because he'd run down the wing, he'd hug all the players, he'd do the things where he's celebrating the draw and that stuff. Klopp doesn't do that stuff, and the thing about it is this season in particular, I think his handling of the Jota situation for me is the reason why a lot of players turned on him, because I don't think he had the emotional capacity or treated it at that way in order for the players to kind of be behind him. Because I think maybe because of his mentality, maybe because of who he is as a person, I don't think he emotionally understood the gravity of them losing that player the way they did. And you can tell by the way he talked about the situation, the way he moved around the situation. I felt like that it rubbed some people the wrong way, and the main man that it rubbed the wrong way was Mo Salah, because he was real close with Jota as well. So I think when a manager doesn't understand what has happened to the club and how emotional the club can be at that point and doesn't deal with it in the right way, you lose the players that way as well. And I think that's another reason why the players got lost, because of that situation.
There's also the thing at the parade that he didn't really say much about that, did he, Prophet?
Yeah.
That lunatic at the parade. Your mic's gone again, bro.
Apologies, guys. Sorry about that. Say that again, Viz. What was it? What was you said about the parade thing?
I've actually forgotten what I just said.
Oh, about
He didn't
slots
say
and the
anything
way
about
Slot
it.
dealt with it.
He didn't
Yeah.
say anything
No,
about it.
he was quiet in regards to that. Very, very quiet. Now I know for a fact if that was Klopp regarding the Diogo situation, there would have been a lot more of an effect, and I think we would have been able to plow through it. But the more I've thought about what King said as well regarding the Diogo thing, I have for a while, and that's something that I've always kind of felt as well, because I remember when he spoke about the tragedy, and while his words were nice, it's the way he delivered the words that didn't really come across with me as. I'm not saying he was cold and emotionless, because
His delivery was robotic, wasn't it?
That's it, basically, robotic.
The thing is, right, with the Dutch, they're very to the point. They don't bullshit. I'm sorry for swearing, guys, but they don't like lead you or here, there, and everywhere, just to the point.
And
Like,
this is the thing, bro. It's very good to look good and say the right things when you're winning, like he was last year. He hit his first real stump when we lost to Palace, Chelsea, United, and he hasn't been able to get us out of it. And it's very easy then to start making excuses, throwing the blame around everywhere else. Jurgen would never have done that. The first thing Klopp would say, always, whenever we lose a game, it's on me. It's not on the players, it's on me. I've never seen Klopp once do that. Take responsibility. He's throwing Frimpong under the bus. He's throwing Salah under the bus, Szoboszlai as well, a while back. It's always someone else's problem, not mine. And I don't like that. I really don't like that.
no, and to throw Szoboszlai under the bus, like when he's been playing him as right back, out of position for most of the season, it's like you can't be doing that.
Does my head in, man. Yeah. So it's not going to get better. It really isn't going to improve if he stays, man.
Look at it this way, Prof. If you keep him, you can end up like United under Amorim.
I know, well, yeah, I know.
It could go that bad.
That's the worry, man.
Or even worse, to be honest with you, because it was really like I reckon. What they finished 15th. I think Liverpool could definitely do that if Slot stays there the whole season. And it's not just the fact that it's not just the start of the season. The end of the season, he started disrespecting the club, saying, "Oh, why do the fans want another title?" He disrespected Klopp in terms of, it took me less time to win the Premier League. Like, when you start disrespecting the club, the previous manager who was very successful and loved and dared by the club, in retaliation to him having a bad season, yeah, he lost it. He lost the fans. The fact there's a petition with 10 million signatures, the fact that they were singing Jabi Alonso's name at points in the season, the fact that when they've lost they booed, and they booed a lot and jeered, and then they had the obviously you said the banner at the final game. The fact that he never said anything, because you know what was going to happen if he picked up the mic at that final game. He would have been booed. Let's be honest. If they hi guy boo, that's all you would have heard. You would have heard the whole Anfield boo him. So that's why he didn't speak, because he knows.
He's got the vibes of a yes man. Let's be honest. That's what I see in him.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, yeah, he likes it when it's easy. When it gets tough, he doesn't want anything to do with it.
That's what he had it easy last year, didn't he? Let's be honest. To be honest, we haven't played well for a good. It's crazy to say, but about 2.5 years we haven't played well since the final against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup last season, and the 2 games against Paris Saint-Germain. We've really dipped, man. We started the season off well last year up until Christmas. After January, boom, starting to implement his own stuff. All falls apart. We're just lucky that last season Arsenal weren't consistently, good enough to really go all the way with us, so we got it over the line. But I think he proper let when we went off to Ibiza at the end of the season, before the season ended and we were partying. That didn't sit well with me either. I can't lie. If you want to party, wait till the end of the season, not during the season.
I think it's wrong message from the players.
And then he hasn't been able to motivate the players since then. It's like you let standards slip with the players, and it's very hard to maintain them back again. And that's what he did at the end of last season. That bad run has continued into this year, and it's resulted in a disaster of a season. I'm saying how we're 5th is amazing, because we've been poor. We should be around. I'm not saying we're Tottenham level bad, but we should be around Chelsea's level, 10th, 11th with how bad we've been. I think we've lost 12 games. 12 league games. That's more than we lost in Klopp's first season when he took over halfway through the year, and with a lot worse of a squad as well. It's just unacceptable, man. To be fair,
I do agree with King, like with the whole emotional side of that. If that was Klopp handling the loss of Jota, God bless him, he would have handled that perfectly.
Yeah, he would have absolutely.
I think it's mad. Like, you might think I'm mad about this, but I think Rafa Benitez would have handled that better.
He would. Rafa's got more of a personality than Slot. I'll say that. Rafa wasn't exactly the most charismatic, I will say, but Slot is very lifeless, very, very lifeless, and we're an emotional club. We need an emotional manager to connect with. He's not that. He never will be that. He can fake it all he wants. I remember when he was doing a little bit of the G up against Galatasaray when we beat them 4-0. He's not got it. He's not that type of person. He's never going to fit at Liverpool. Even when he got the job, I noticed that about him. I felt he was too laid back, not energetic enough. And this year, when we're doing shit, when we're poor, we want to look at the manager as a beacon of hope. We want him to tell us it's all going to be good and we're going to get better. But he can't do it. He can't do it, man, because he doesn't believe it himself.
No, he's quite bad in Europe as well, I have to say. And for your club, you can't have a manager that's terrible in Europe.
No, of course not. Of course not. So this week will be interesting regarding start. If there's nothing this week, it's quiet. That's all I need to know, man. He'll be here next year. If we hear something, it will be this week. So whether he stays or goes remains to be seen, man. Let's see what this review does. See what the review does. If I'm FSG, I kind of look at it and think, okay, like how I think they'll look at it potentially is from a trophy perspective, not as successful as last year. However, he still qualified for us for the Champions League, so it doesn't warrant the sack. That's how I think they'll look at it. But how I would look at it is, okay, we spent 5 mil, we put our necks on the line to back you, didn't give Klopp this much money. Where's the trophies? Why have we gone backwards? And if he can't provide a reason, boom, bye-bye, off you go. Whether they'll do that, though, remains to be seen, because I don't trust them.
Injuries is not anything to say.
No, it's not.
But like going into the summer, what's the sort of like same question I've asked King and Rasta about? Where would you strengthen in your squad?
Okay, so that's a good question, to be fair. I think depending on outgoings and ingoings, we could need a little bit or a lot. So we definitely need a Salah replacement off the right wing. So there's a right winger we need. Looks like we're going to get Diomande in as his replacement from Leipzig, which is good. I like the kid. I think I'm keen on him. Chiesa is probably going to leave, so that pretty much leaves the whole right side gone, with both Salah and Chiesa gone. So we probably need another right winger. So that's 2 right wingers. I personally just keep Chiesa because I think it'd be a lot of work to do, and I don't think FSG want to spend a lot again. Definitely a left winger because we need to replace Diaz. Still haven't. With the injury to Ekatike and Isak being injury prone, probably need a cover striker. Definitely need a DM. Centre back reinforcement, definitely as well. Right back reinforcement. Depending on what happens with Alisson, whether he goes or not, a keeper as well. So we're looking at potentially 9 to 10 signings. I'm not going to lie. If the outgoings that we all think will happen. But I think the club will probably end up bringing 4 or 5 players in. I think we'll get a right winger in, we'll get a left winger in, we'll get a midfielder in, a centre back, and maybe we'll get a cover striker. That's what I think we'll do. I just don't think we're going to do enough. I can't lie. I think we're going to be short in at least one position going into next season, whether it's defence, attack, midfield. But I think we need quite a bit, man. A lot.
It is mad that they never gave Klopp this money.
Yeah, that's I think that's a bit of both, to be fair. I think that's a bit of Klopp not wanting a big squad, not wanting to spend, and I think it's also a bit of FSG telling him, can you work in a certain way? Can you do this? I think Klopp was happy to work under the regime, which kind of made him unique because how much top managers are going to come and put up with the way FSG do stuff? Not a lot. So, honestly, I don't think Klopp would have spent this money if he was given it. I really don't think he would have. But there are moments that I sit there and think, yeah, he definitely... You telling me Klopp wouldn't have wanted a centre-back a couple of years ago? Or a midfielder? But it is crazy, Vidge, man. It's crazy how he's going to get even more money now in summer to potentially fuck the squad up even more.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea to give him any more money either. They didn't give him none in January.
That's
another thing. If you back him, where was the money in January? Where was the centre-back and winger?
You need a sporting director. That's the first thing you need to sort out. Then you get your manager in.
So I think we need to sack both of our sporting directors and start. I think all 3 of them need to go. And then bring in a new manager and a new director.
Like your owners should have a short list of both drawn up of sporting directors and managers.
Yeah. See, I would have brought Alonso in, and then I would have brought in, I don't know, there's that Stiller guy that we're looking at apparently from Germany has a sporting director. I would have brought them 2 in. I think they would have gone well, but it's just it's just really dumb behaviour, letting Xabi Alonso, who was practically begging for the Liverpool job, to go to Chelsea. It's just really dumb. And if they sack him now, we're going to look like a joke because
I think that's potentially what's making that this. I think that could be why your board's holding off on the decision yet, just to sack him. They're embarrassed about that. Because I've got a feeling they just thought, oh, he'll wait till the summer.
That's
what he's saying.
They might have thought that, yeah.
I really do think that's what they were thinking.
Yeah. Now we're left with egg on our face, man, and Chelsea got him. So I'm glad the season's done because it needed to end. It's been a bad season. There's lessons to be learned in it, though. Even in a bad season, we learn lessons. We learn it as a fan base to, maybe not go into a season as overconfident as we did this year. I think the players will certainly learn lessons, especially the newer ones. It's their first season. It will teach them a bit of harsh lessons. If Stott's going to stay, I'm hoping this teaches him a couple of harsh lessons as well. And he fixes up. But all I'm going to say is if he's the man, if he's the one they want to back, if he's the one that they think is going to lead us back to the glory days, he better fix up next season. You know what I'm saying? We can't be floating around 8th, 9th come November time.
Fair enough. Who would you sell from your club? Because obviously there is some deadwood you do need to get rid of, isn't there?
So I would sell
Gakpo, in my opinion, is one you have to get rid of. He's shot.
I think Gakpo as a squad player would work. I think if you use him as cover rotation, I don't mind keeping him around, but he can't be a starter. 100% cannot be a starter. I'd definitely bring in another left back because I don't think Tsimikas is. I know Tsimikas is going to be used as cover, but ideally you want someone who can challenge Kirkes. You know what I'm saying? Not just be there as his deputy. So I'd bring in a left back. A right back, I don't know, man, with the right back situation. Both of them are injury prone. They're both good on their day, but they're injury prone. So, yeah, I definitely look there. Midfielders, this is a tough one because depending on how McAllister does in the World Cup, if he has a poor World Cup, I think we need to have a serious conversation about potentially moving him on. Jones, looks like he wants to move on. So there's one. Who else? Chiesa's never going to get game time. As much as I love him, he's never going to get game time with Slot, so I'd move him on. There are a couple of names that I think we need to move on, but I think more so we need to bring in incomings than outgoings. I can't lie. I think this summer is about the incomings we bring in. We've lost leadership. We need to now replace that leadership somehow.
Fair enough. I don't think you guys spend a lot due to PSR or that
We
sort
won't spend. We spent 5 mil last summer, but there's not a hope they're going to spend loads again. It's FSG, man. That's not how they do things. It's a once in a lifetime thing. That's some of us. They'll spend, but we won't spend nowhere near as much as we did last year.
Well, let's get into the relegation thing. Obviously, you were watching the game, King. I was watching a bit of the Tottenham game, and I turned it off. Obviously, I was more interested in mine. But it's a shame to see West Ham go down. I wanted them to stay up, and I do feel for their fans.
I actually didn't find out till full time, what happened, because I was so invested in our game. I had no idea what happened at full time. I seen that West Ham went down. They won 3-0 though, so they did give their fans something. But
yeah, they
Spurs
had a
got
good
their
win.
result over the line, didn't they, against Everton?
In terms of West Ham, they had a good win. It's a little too late, obviously, because good performance, but they've got a lot of talent that are gonna probably move on. It's unfortunate, their ownership have let them down. They did play a good game, to be honest with you, but they needed Tottenham to lose, and Tottenham just got one goal from Polinia. Everton didn't try. Moisey is their manager, obviously. He has history with West Ham. Everton had a couple chances towards the end, but it didn't work out. In terms of overall for West Ham, first of all, it's for me personally, that means I've got to pay more taxes. So there's certain clubs going to be on the hit list. Villa, yeah, because you beat City and you beat Liverpool, but you can't beat Tottenham, so you're on the hit list. Who else? Leeds,
City,
you're on the hit.
They lost to Spurs as well, City.
No, but Villa, I'm talking about last month. Within this month, like Villa should have beaten Spurs, in my opinion. Leeds are on the hit list as well because they drew with Spurs. Newcastle on the hit list because they beat West Ham for no reason. and they finished. And you know what? Hold that, Newcastle. You finished below Sunderland, you bums. So there are certain teams on the hit list, and I will be doing hate alongs any time I get the chance. If there's better games, I'll watch the better games. But yeah, I'm hating on Villa and Newcastle specifically next season, on their downfall. And I hope they get relegated. As for West Ham, it's unfortunate. The championship will be, it'll be a better for the fans, I guess, because they'll win more games. They'll play Millwall, so the Millwall West Ham game will be in the championship, which is cool. And for Spurs, man, I'm gonna lie to you. Spurs are gonna have a good season next season. They have a quality manager. They look like they're making big moves already. Robertson, Sensi, looking like they're gonna come to Spurs.
That Robertson move is good, man. That will bring them some winning mentality into their team. So what I think.
I hope they have another injury-ridden season, and if
I don't think that's gonna happen. Honestly, Spurs are gonna be one of the better teams next season. De Zerbi's a good manager. You saw what he did for Marseille. And I think Spurs next year will be a team to watch out for. I think they have an outside chance of finishing in the top 5. Just because I feel the players that they'll be able to attract with the manager and the money that they'll put into the squad next summer. Yeah, man, it's going to be a long season next year. They've got a lot of things to do because their strikers and their attack is meaty, but they're not going to have the same amount of injuries as they did this previous season.
Hopefully they do.
Because they were still living for you, yeah, obviously, but
hopefully it's worse.
No, but I'm being honest. Like I hate Spurs. I want them to get relegated. But on a real note, on the De Zerbi, I don't think they're gonna have many injuries. The most of their injuries came from the Ange Postecoglou season.
It's the style in it. De Zerbi plays a more possession band, so
they're gonna be more possession based. You see how they played the last couple seasons, last couple games. He's made bad players look good the last couple games. He's made Conor Gallagher look good. He's made Kolo Muani look somewhat okay. He's played something. He has had the style of football towards the end there. So Spurs next season are going to be a danger. And I'm annoyed because I wanted them to get relegated because I know how good of a coach De Zerbi is. I believe in him. And I think it's going to be a bad... for me, Spurs next year are going to be a team to watch out for just because they're not going to have Europe. They're going to be playing one game a week. They're going to bring in a lot of talent. And they make a lot of money as well. So PSR ain't an issue for them. They don't need European football. They're one of the richest clubs in England. So next year is going to be a long year. And I think if De Zerbi is backed properly, they're going to be a team that will make Europe next year. And it's unfortunate because we were this close. So, you know.
So you're saying it was a now or never type situation?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're going to actually be just as bad next season, to be honest. I see these injuries catching them again. Because they've still got all their injury-ridden players. They haven't got rid of them, so that will continue to affect their squad. And in terms of spending, I don't see they spend much. And plus, who wants to go to Tottenham after the shocking 2 seasons they've had? No one's going to want to walk into that shit show. Plus, you'll grow up a third arm at the side of your head. It's radioactive down there. Fuck that.
If I speak on the relegation battle a bit, then I'm gonna be honest. Both Tottenham and West Ham, they're both really bad. They're both down there for a reason. With West Ham, I think this has been coming for a couple of years now. The way they've been run. If they weren't gonna go down this year, it was only a matter of time before it happened. It was gonna catch up with them eventually. As for Tottenham, I think if they'd kept Tudor, they would have gone down. I can't lie. I think if Igor Tudor had stayed,
if only.
Gone down.
Or Frank.
Frank even. Yeah, so I think they made. You can look back on it and say they made the right decision appointing De Zerbi.
No, they didn't. They increased our taxes in London. I've got to pay more games now. So
it's mad because West Ham have been a Premier League team now for a good couple of years, so it feels a bit odd seeing them go down. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day. I think Tottenham will be better. I agree with King. I think they'll be better next season. But we know their owners aren't great, so how much will they actually back De Zerbi in the market remains to be seen.
I mean, they're already getting Sensi and Robertson, so they've already done 2 deals.
That's 2 good deals, to be fair.
Yeah,
First
so
up.
like
Yeah,
for
but-
me, I think they will back him. The thing is, Tottenham spend money. They do. The only thing they've been bad with is managers. They finally have actually got a good manager. That's the only thing that's been holding them back. Is a manager worthy of playing a decent style of football. I think Thomas Frank was a good manager, but he was over his head when it came to Tottenham. Ange Postecoglou was not good enough. Who else? Igor Thiago wasn't good enough. But you can see, even the last couple games, the last couple weeks, with no time at all, De Zerbi has got them playing some decent football, and they've got
Yeah.
the wins when they've needed to. They've got the points when they've needed to. So for me, as I said, unfortunately, I would hope that they have a bad season next season, but I don't see it on the De Zerbi. I really don't. I think he's one of the
It's
better
crazy
coaches in the
because
league.
he's been there, what, 3-4 weeks max? 5
Yeah.
weeks, and he's got
Yeah.
a style of play. He's implementing one. We haven't been able to do that with start for a good year now. So
I just don't see it. If Conte and Mourinho and Pochettino can't do anything with that dusty tin pot, washed up club, I don't think anyone can.
They're not going to win trophies. I'm just saying
I
they'll
know,
have
but
a-
they didn't even do fuck all under Mourinho or Conte. They didn't even compete for the Championship, the Premier League. So
yeah.
under Poch they did. That's the thing. Mourinho, they got to a cup final, but they fired him before they let him play the final, and then Conte, which is
I think the Tottenham way, whatever the Tottenham way is supposed to be, whatever they say the Tottenham way is, all they want to do is they want to play good football and get Champions League every year. That's their goal, isn't it?
yeah, and I think they can do that next season with the Zerbi.
Yeah,
play
they'll probably
different
just go
football
back
and
to
get
the like they've
European.
been doing before. Yeah.
Maybe
and also,
Champions League, but Europa League and Conference League is definitely available for them next year under De Zerbi.
Yeah.
and also
I'm saying it not without any bias, because honestly, I'd rather they get relegated next season. But De Zerbi is that guy for me, and you can see it by looking at how Marseille played both with De Zerbi and after De Zerbi. That's one of the factors. Marseille was a team that was doing well in Ligue 1. Then he left. Look at them; they're shambles. Never didn't use Nwaneri. Gonna lose Greenwood now because of how bad they've been moving. He's upset with the new manager. Like, look at the difference between Marseille with him and without him. Like, he's a good coach, and you saw what he did with Brighton as well. So, yeah, man, De Zerbi's one of the better coaches in the league, as I said.
So what about West Ham, guys? Do you think they can make the step back up straight away, or
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. And I hope they just swap places with Spurs next season, basically. And then
on a side note, that derby will still happen on it, Millwall versus West Ham. It just won't happen.
yeah, but it's not in the league it needs to be in. Like, who cares about being in the Championship? It's been in there before. It needs to be in the Prem.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, that's no consolation to me. That's just like, ugh. But it's a shame that they didn't just roll over and accept defeat and let the whole of London keep the tax bill down. Because shame on Spurs. Like, you're a fucking disgrace. No, I'm being genuine here. Like, shame on you as a club. You're a fucking disgrace. You just caused everyone loads of fucking increase in their bills. Well done.
But yeah, West Ham will be up straight away next season, I think. Or they'll definitely be top 6 in the Championship. I think out of the teams that got relegated, they're the best team by far. And they'll lose a lot of talent, but they'll be able to use that money to build a team that will be able to compete in Championship. I think they keep Nuno. He's already won the Championship. I think he's already got promoted from that league before, so they'll be fine. They'll be the one team that could get straight back up in one season. They've done it before. The other 2 teams I think will stay in the Championship for a long time in terms of Burnley and Wolves. I don't see no hope for them to.
Well, the owner from West Ham, he needs to go as well. So hopefully this is the thing that does push him out the door.
Yeah.
Because he needs to be exposed, like the stuff that he's been up to.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
not repeating the madness on here.
Yeah,
But he has been up to some really sinister stuff, that guy. It's not right. He has to go. Yeah, I've got one more clip. You know, actually, this is one from your show, Prof, when you were hosting.
On the weekend roundup. Yeah? The latest. And bless up AJ. And bless up before I do a quick roll call. AJ, Michael.
That's mad, that is.
Kicked himself out.
It's usually me that happens to. Okay.
Hey, bless up AJ and Michael and
Yo, I don't know what just happened, bro. I don't know what just happened.
What, did it just kick you out or something?
Bro, yeah, bro. I'm doing a road call. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh man.
oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, my apologies. It was RASTA show. It's because I can see you at the top, Prophet, on the image. I thought it was you when you hosted it.
You can tell from the background, can't you? You know, mine's got the.
Oh yeah, good point. I didn't even consider that.
So let me ask you guys on Sunderland. Yeah, a quick time. Do you think they'll still go next year? Do you think there could be a relegation battle?
Who? Sunderland?
Sunderland, yeah.
They've got Europe, haven't they?
No.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
I don't know, that might be a bit much for them.
They have ambitious owners, so. But PSR is going to be a big thing for them because they spent a lot of money last summer. So are they going to be able to build a squad that can withstand the Thursday to Sunday? I don't think they get relegated, but I think they do finish second half of the table.
I'm looking at Newcastle and how much that caught them out. Obviously, Champions League. I know it's a different competition, but it's still Europe and it's going to be demanding.
Yeah.
And does the manager have it in him to actually compete in that competition? That's going to be the key thing going forward for that club.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like you said, King, who they sign.
Yeah.
Are they keeping their manager? Didn't they want him sacked if he didn't get Europa or something?
Yeah, they would have sacked him if they didn't get Europe.
That's mad.
Yeah,
That's
their ownership is crazy.
You got to give them their flowers, man. It's ambition, isn't it?
Yeah, I give them credit for the ambition, but that's a bit much in your first season in the Prem.
Mm.
Like, maybe aim for conference, and that would be a great season for a club like that.
But they spent a lot of money. How much did they? I think they spent more than Barcelona and teams like that.
Although if they spend money like that, then yeah, I get it. You've got to deliver something.
Mm.
Like they were ridiculous with their spending. Let me check. I'm pretty sure they spent like. If I look at it, they it was ridiculous amount of money they spent. Let me check the full or how many players they bought in, transfers, current seasons. So they bought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 players. They spent 213 million euros.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah, man. They spent a lot. They bought Enzo Laffi, Brian Brobbery, Taibi, Angelo, Sadika, Xhaka, Mukeli, Royce, the goalkeeper. Yeah, they spent a lot of money.
They're aiming to try and stay in the Prem, really, aren't they? That's the main goal.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because some of the signings have been very good for them.
Yeah, the goalkeeper's cold. He's looking like someone that people would look after. Noah Sadiki is another player that people are looking at. Brian Brobbery, their striker.
He's been pretty good for them, really, hasn't he?
Yeah. Habib Diarra, midfielder from Strat. Yeah, they spent money, man. They spent money. So
I get it in that sense. Like, if you spend money like that, like, deliver something.
yeah.
And it's great to see a club like that getting Europe. Is Prophet frozen again?
No. But I think I don't think they get Europe next season.
No, I think it catches them out like it normally does, like for other, like smaller teams. Right, well, let's get into obviously my game, Champions. So there's not really much I can say about this game. It felt like a pre-season game. Yeah, like we went obviously 2-0 up and we just took it easy. And yeah, it's embarrassing. Arsenal can't even get the score right on their website. They're literally saying 2-2 with one goal scorer for Palace, which is shameful. But there's something I do want to go. What with the Premier League winners medal? How many games do you have to play to earn one?
I think you got to play about not much, maybe about
So if you played one game, should you get a medal?
one game. I think that's it. Yeah, you play one game.
It's 5 matches.
Was it 5? Something like that.
So how the hell has Kepa Arrizabalaga got a Premier League winners medal when he played one game in the league all season? That was today.
You
Has
shouldn't
he
have
only
one.
played 5?
You shouldn't have
No.
one. if that's the case.
Literally one game in the league, he played nothing but the cups. But
No, you
somehow,
shouldn't have.
I'm baffled by that decision.
They might have just snuck him one, man. They do it sometimes. They do it like that.
Wow. Certainly, I'm not even sure if Marley Salmon played enough, but he got a Premier League winners medal. But one thing I will say, big up to Max Dalman, youngest Premier League winner ever. That kid's got his GCSEs this week. But I have to say, a fair play to Arteta, because all season I've been saying City are going to win the league, and he's actually proven me wrong. Fair play to you. Right. Fair play to Arteta and the players.
What was
It's
it
been a
like?
great-
What was it like seeing Odegaard lift the trophy?
Surprisingly, he didn't struggle.
Ah, nice.
But one thing I'm going to go on to say about the game, like shame on Sky Sports, because they didn't show the trophy lift properly for a while, and they cut out the whole of Glasner's final speech in the send-off of Glasner. Big
That's
up to
cool.
Crystal Palace, because they gave him an amazing send-off, and big up to all the fans. Both sets were giving him an applause. So big up to the Arsenal fans in their ground.
Big up.
And yeah, and again, Palace, their ownership really does appreciate what Glasner's done for that club, because he is their first legendary manager, really, isn't he? In terms of trophies and success. And he was presented with a, I don't know if I doubt it's the real one, but it's a perfect replica of the FA Cup to go away with. So it's a special one. See, injured players, I understand, but well,
Oh, backup goalies. Yeah, because backup goalies normally don't get a lot of games anyway.
So Arsenal must have requested that then, yeah. Huge.
It's on the club to request
that's
from their team.
shameful, man. The guy cost us 2 cups, a final, and he gets a wow. That's a joke.
I will say, Vig, everyone said it was going to be unbearable if Arsenal win the league. It's been really, really tame from your fans.
Yeah, like our fans, we don't care about other people. Like if you'd seen the scenes outside the Emirates today, it was just like the other night.
Yeah, man.
Like, we're too busy loving this.
Yeah, man. So I don't know why people are crying so much or complaining. It's been tame to me.
It's because it's been so long. Everyone just thought, they're going to be really, really bad because of it. And no, I'm loving every moment of it. I'm not going online in people's face about it. But
I mean, there's been a couple videos, but social media is social media, innit? I don't really
there's
take
always
you
gonna
get
be
that with any club, though. Really, if they say if it was your club, King, you better take care. Lewis would be unbearable.
Yeah.
You know, probably have another wrestling belt and another winners medal.
YouTube and stuff like that. You can just not watch it. So
Yeah, exactly. Just it's these people choosing to watch that and they're moaning about it. Like you can't moan about something you choose to watch.
yeah. But I do block people anytime I see Odegaard lifting the trophy. Blocked. Why you if it's Saka lifting the trophy or Declan Rice, I don't mind. But if it's Odegaard, blocked. I know you're an Arteta fan.
I will say I'll give him credit as well because I didn't expect it, but it was a heavily rotated squad today that played.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Because you've got the game obviously next Saturday as well.
Yeah, it was just. That's probably the best watch on I've done for Arsenal this season. I just felt completely stress free.
It's good,
And
man.
yeah, I agree, Suj. And Ben White, I think that guy needs to retire. He looks, man, he looks like he's just come back from a war zone. I do feel for that guy because he has given so much to this club, and I really do appreciate what he has sacrificed. But I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
The injuries and all the surgeries, that can't ever be worth one title. Because he's going to suffer in life later on because of that. But I have to say, I don't really have much to say about the game because it was just there was nothing on it, and you could tell from both sets of fans they just wanted to see the game out, wish their players well, see that whatever lifted, and see that Gassner off.
It was just that you just walked up to see the trophy lift basically. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
it's a formality really. But
I
for
still
me,
think that's a bit mad though, lifting it at another club's ground, but that's the rules.
yeah, it felt weird, but apparently it's the rules, and it kind of makes sense. Last game of the season, but it is a shame it wasn't at the Emirates because I think that would have made it more special.
Yeah.
First title in 20 years, and plus it's the first one at the Emirates. Sorry, King?
Sold tickets for the trophy lift. They would have probably sold tickets for it.
I will say they got silent Stan off the ice today. I actually saw Stan Kroenke appear, which was a bit weird. And I did notice from Josh Kroenke, I think he felt a lot of relief lifting that trophy because you could see it in his face when he lifted it to the fans. And they finally delivered, so I just hope next season we are seeing more trophies, and I'm really hope like in a few days like we're celebrating again.
The mental block's fun.
The owners lifted the trophy. Do owners lift trophies now?
Well, they were there, but they didn't lift it. Odegaard and the players lifted it, but they were presenting it. They lifted it to the fans. You know how they do? They pass it around each other, and
oh yeah.
Like Josh lifted it because I think he was so desperate to get his hands on it after all the effort and the planning, everything going into it. Nearly 7 years. So I think it's a lot of relief basically for the whole club, and it will do us a lot of good going into this final. I will say this, I think gives us a bit of a fighting chance going into that final, because if we hadn't actually won the league, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath if we hadn't won the league.
Yeah, now I think it's everything good. I think it's good that you won the league because now you go into the Champions League final with just if we win it, we win it. If you lose it, you lose it. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm still going to the parade. I hope that's 2 trophies.
Yeah.
I really do. Really, I think Arteta should be going all out to win that game. Like, just don't sit back and just defend. Don't just accept the Premier League. Go and
just go for it, man. Whatever happens, happens. Man.
You know what I mean? You get all these fans saying, "Oh, he's better than this manager," and they're rating him to our previous managers. Well, if he wants to be in the same conversation as these managers, go and do the things they never did. None of them have won the champs. Go and do it. Wenger never won at the Emirates. He's delivered the Prem at the Emirates. Go and do it. Keep proving the fan, like all the ones that doubted you, wrong. Because if he, I will say this now, if he obviously manages to pull off the amazing in a few days and does that and then wins again next season and again, I will probably just shut the hell up properly forever about the Arteta out. Because he showed me 3 years in a row that he can win. And I think for him as well, I could see a lot of relief in his face getting his hands on the actual trophy.
Let me ask you, bro. Would you take second place next season, but you win a cup double? No.
I want to retain the title. I want to see him do something that Wenger never did, retain the title. And I think next season there's more of a chance of him doing it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Pep's gone now, so it's open season, really.
Yeah, it is a shame AK isn't here, obviously, to cover his club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an emotional day over in Manchester, man.
We'll get it.
Yeah, I would like to big up Arsenal, for breaking a record. First club in the Premier League history to have no red cards and no penalties conceded in a season. So shout them
Yeah,
out.
I don't understand how that's happened, but it's something, isn't it?
Yeah, man, breaking records, man, records, man, new records. Big up.
And the right ones for a change, not this whole our calendar points, like calendar year points nonsense and all this other crap. Setting records that actually mean something. Yeah, okay, it's a bit of a mad one, but you know how all the fans were on about the 15 goals? Well, we've done something similar, but in a different way. So just be happy with that. But going forward, I would say I was a little disappointed. I expected Arteta to try a few things because he rotated the squad. It was the perfect game to experiment on. Really, with a few things for the final. It was good to see Max Dowman get a good 60 minutes under his belt because he's been class since he came in. But I will say his goal against Everton and what he did in that game was one of the standout moments for the season.
Of course, who's your defending
Oh, he
champions?
really should, really.
Yeah,
There was a question from Suge he asked earlier. I don't know if I started it.
Yeah, it was about highlight best moment of the season. I think or something like that. I didn't realist.
Yeah. Oh wait, there it is. No, it's not. 2 seconds, guys. Just get back to that comment.
No problem. Did anyone watch the City game then? The Villa City game or not?
No.
No.
I
No,
don't even know what the score, but I know it's Villa won.
Villa won. So Pep lost his last game.
yeah. Oh, yeah, but it's good that Villa won because I mean, sixth place was Europa League. I didn't want it to be Champions League. I'm happy that Liverpool drew. Villa won. In terms of City, like Enzo Maresca's coming in there. I think he'll be a good manager for them. I think that for me, I think I don't see any favorites for the title next year. I think it's open season.
It's nice, man. It goes back to 2016 vibes before Pep actually joined, when it was a lot more.
I can't tell you who's gonna win the league next year, and that's the honest
Put it
truth.
in again, bitch. There, you just.
Big up, so I can't find it. Do one of you guys want to go first?
One highlight and one negative of the season. My highlight was the season ended, so big up the season. Last day, highlight and negative. Yeah, the one highlight for me is the season that the season basically ended because fuck this season. And one negative, what was the negative?
Rafinha, maybe?
The 5 games in a row. With 5 losses in a row with no goals. Probably. But I'm just happy this season's over, I'll be honest with you. There's not really a highlight for this season outside of beating Tottenham. But it didn't even lead to anything because they're still in the league. So, if anything, my season's been absolutely, without any other nice words to say, wank. So, yeah.
For me, the negative, I'd go the away game at City when we lost that. I thought, it's done. And the highlight, I'd say it's got to be Dowman against Everton when he broke through and to score that goal. Exactly. He's a talent, man, that kid. He's going to be so good. Profit. Your mic's gone, bro.
Sorry, guys, about that. Apologies. I'm getting a lot of lag for some reason. I don't know why, but so one positive and one negative.
He's back, guys.
So there's been a couple of negatives, I can't lie, this season. There's been some real bad ones. I'd probably say Probably the 2-1 home loss against United back in October. That was a bad one. The highlight of the season was actually the opening game. And it wasn't even a footballing moment. It was the Diogo tribute against Bournemouth. I've never seen Anfield come together like that ever in my life. So that was, for me, in my opinion, the best moment of the season. Worst, you losing to United. It's not even the mic shoot. It's just I'm getting a lot of. It's the Wi-Fi just dropping constantly. For
Yeah,
some
it's
reason.
late in it, so the Wi-Fi's all over the place.
Yeah. Plus, I've got a television on there. There's something on there as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, can I change my highlight? I will say this: my highlight is the fact that I was able to watch other leagues. You know what I'm saying? You know, through my channel and through the watch-alongs, I've been able to watch other leagues. So you know, I'm happy for everyone who's joined my channel. You know, all the subscribers, likes, comments, etc. Well, not comments, but you know, messages and that, and the fact that I'm able to go, you know, across Europe. You know, watching women's football as well. That stuff is really fun. I really enjoyed it watching the Scottish football towards the end, starting to get to watch Belgium football as well, France, Italy, Spain, Germany, Portugal, a couple games in Portugal, tried to go Turkey a little bit. But yeah, being able to watch women's football and other football has been my joy, to be honest with you, because Chelsea's been terrible this year. And the Chelsea games have been an obligation, whereas other football has been a real joy to watch. I've seen some great goals, some great games, not just in the club competitions, but in Europe as well. You know, Juve Dortmund, the Bayern game, PSG game, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Can I just say as well, guys? A highlight of the season is seeing how all of us have just gone together on all the souls we
Yeah.
did individually as well. It's been nice to see.
I think I started the season and I'm on 230 something
Great,
subs
man.
or 2 something, 220.
It's really good to see, man. Onwards and upwards, man. I feel better things to come as well.
100%. For you guys, who across all teams, who's been the player of the season? Who would you say?
Ooh.
So I'm going to put my vote in now. I'm going to say Semenyo. He was brilliant at, before he moved to City, and he's carried on being as good.
Yeah, I'm going to say Semenyo as well. Or Cherky. Cherky's been a sell. But I'm going to go Semenyo.
The referees, no, but on a real note, Raya, for me, Raya, I think he's been a difference maker. Some of the saves he's made in certain games, for me. I don't think an outfield player has been good the whole season. I think Semenyo's first half was great. His second half has not been as good with Man City. Cherky's second half has been good, but his first half he didn't play. Bruno Fernandes has been okay up in points, you know, like Purple Patch Bruno. But for me, the one player that's been consistently at a high level throughout the season for me has been David Raya.
Yeah, for me, he's Arsenal's player of the season. He has to be. I mean, that save against West Ham, that's a title-winning save there and then. I don't know how he kept that out, but fair play to him.
Yeah, man. So, big up Dora the Explorer.
Is he still doing the Explorer, or is he yet?
Yeah, I haven't seen it as much, to be honest. I think a lot of that as well was pressure from getting so close like the others. So I'm hoping a lot of the bozo moments is out on these players.
Good shout, shoots, fair enough.
I will say with Semenyo though, like I know he was poor and wasn't as good in the second half of the season, but he did win 2 cups, so he did do pretty well, and he was effective in both games.
Yeah. If we were doing individual clubs, for me, my Chelsea's player of the season is João Pedro. He's been a revelation this year.
What about you, Prophet? Who's your player of the season for
It's got to be
Liverpool?
one man. It's got to be Sabazla, hasn't it? It's the only one I think has actually done himself out this year. The rest have all been below par.
So yeah, chat. Who's your So who would you say is your player of the season in the Prem? And Lewis, if you want, give us your player of the season in La Liga and at Barca.
Did La Liga wrap up today as well? I think today was the last.
Oh, that wrapped up when we did watch the Clasico. That was when Barca won.
I seen Atletico got smashed today, 5-1 or something.
Yeah. They only had their only game today. I think the other games were yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean anything. I think it was third versus fourth, and they're both in Champions League. But yeah, Atletico got smashed, like 5-1 or something.
Klaas going to Barcelona for Liverpool.
Oh yeah, you got Thiago. Yeah, in terms of outfield players, you got Thiago's up there as well.
And some good news: a South African team that won the African Champions League go on to Mamelodi Sundowns. Big up to them.
Great, man. Big up to them. Big up.
They're a really good team. I enjoyed watching them in the Club World Cup.
I'm going to try and watch a lot of them next season. Well, just the South African League, because it is different. He's a baller. He's probably one of my most favourite players in the world to watch play football right now. Hopefully he does get it, because I've been hearing a lot of Declan Rice apparently is up for it. Which he has been good, but for me it's David Raya, without a doubt. So there's not really much more we can cover, is there?
Covered it all, I think, yeah.
Well, we'll do a roll call, and you guys will do a shout out the channels. Big up to Suge. Big up Not Some Kid. Kwaja.
There's one more thing I'd like to say before the roll call. Shout out to 2/3 of the triple Bs, Bournemouth and Brighton for making Europe as well. Especially Bournemouth for being in Europa League. That's it. Ooh, young player Krupi. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll see that. Yeah, big up to Gunnar SC. Big up to the legendary mod AJ. Mate, thank you so much for all the work you've done for all of our channels over the year.
Big up AJ, man.
You're an absolute credit to the community, and thank you so much. You don't get enough thanks. Big up to you.
Big up to you.
Big up to Kwaja, Mr. Final Score. Big up to Indian Scouser. Make sure you're sub to him, guys.
Big up.
Smart Sam again. Big up to Dantrum. Big up to Natasha. It's good to see you in the chat again. Big up to Jimbo. And I think that's big up to Lewis. Big up to Clive. Make sure I haven't missed anyone. Big up to Hugo Atatikas.
I think AFC always was in the chat as well.
Yeah. Big up to Michael as well. Make sure you're subbed over to him, guys.
Big up to Solo P1, yeah.
Big up to you, bro.
I think he's just dropped out there.
Trying to find AFC always now. Big up to Mello. Obviously, big up to the legend that is Rasta. His link is in the title, guys. Make sure you are subbed. I can't find AFC always.
Unless he wasn't in the chat and I just thought he was.
He was in the chat. Big up to AFC always, also. And big up to Gavin.
Big up. Of course,
We really do appreciate it, AJ. You do a lot for so many people. I mean, how many mods have you got now? Like, how many channels do you mod for? I know it's around the 7. I know it was 70 was the last time you told me.
70? No way, wow.
Yeah, he's probably one of the busiest mods on YouTube, bro.
Big up yourself, AJ, man.
You guys want to shout out your channel and what you got coming up?
Yeah. So this week I'm just going to discuss the Brentford game. We'll discuss Slots future and that, if anything happens there. Discuss a bit about the transfer news potentially. So I'll have a couple of shows then. Of course, Tuesday's the weekend roundup. It's not the weekend roundup. Tuesday's the full-time vibes. Thursday's from the stand squad, and then next weekend 80. Wow, that's mad.
That's madness. Big up to you, AJ.
Big up. And the next weekend, the weekend roundup will be on my channel, and of course the fellowship.
That's actually going to be fun because the weekend roundup is World Cup over the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, man. The World Cup. African King Academy. Of course, the cross of the next week. Outside of the regular shows that will be putting on the Fellowship of the Realest channel, obviously, full-time vibes from the Stands pod. But this week is going to be the Conference League on Wednesday. That final, so Palace versus Rayo Vallecano, and then on the weekend it's going to be the Champions League final, the hate along. Yeah, so all the haters, every anti-Arsenal, anti-Arteta fan in the world, join together for the moment of hate. Football must be saved, and it must be saved on the next weekend. And on the Sunday is the Women's FA Cup final. I think it's Man City versus someone. Can't remember the other team, but yeah, women's FA Cup final on the Sunday as well. And then through the week, I'm going to do some shows. I do want to do a World Cup preview at some point during the week. I don't know what day I'll do it on, but definitely do a World Cup preview, and then a couple other things as well. I need to start doing some shows because there's less football around. NBA is going to be about. I'll have an F1 show at some point during the week to discuss what happened in the race today. And yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah,
All
Man
right,
City v Liverpool. Yeah.
Alright, well guys, make sure you're sub to the Fellowship of the Realest channel. The link is in the description, and I'll put it in the title if I can. Big up. Just one more thing. Big up to everyone that's been with us throughout the entire season. We really do appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you guys over the summer, the World Cup, and building the new channel. Big up to all of you.